Yahoo, Prof here, and I'm at work, but I wanted to use a new mouse, so we got a quick video that's coming up. Right there, I did finally get myself a Logitech G Pro Superlight. Originally I was going to go for the white one, but then they came with the pink one and I had to have that. Likely if you guys are at some place like Best Buy or working at a retailer where you get a discount, you're not going to get much of anything on here. I ended up buying this one just outright because it was quite hard to find. During COVID, the white one was literally unavailable. The G Pro has always had very little discount. The white made it even less, and now this is basically the same as getting an Xbox. They're not making anything off that, probably because the pink is just done in such low numbers. So let me get this cracked open here. We'll move the keyboard using the Happy Hacking Pro Hybrid Type S at work here. May eventually upgrade to the Anniversary Edition. We'll find out. I just think I'd like to have another wireless programmable Happy Hacking keyboard around, but I will be getting some new boards that are also wireless and programmable. Some from Vortex, and eventually at some point it won't be wireless, but it'll be the one on my main desktop will be my Model F, which I did get in 60%. So yeah, I haven't looked into that in a while, but had better be here. Hopefully by the end of the summer or something. I have no idea what's still holding that thing up. So here's the box. Same old. Lightspeed, sub 63 gams, Hero 25K sensor. If you have some older Hero ones, some of them can be upgraded with firmware to a 25K. From my understanding, it's just doubling internally, essentially. Especially if it can be done via a firmware update. It's not like a new thing for the sensor at a hardware level, at least. There you go. General info. It's definitely a smaller mouse. This replaced the this is the G Pro. This replaces the G Pro Superlight. Replaces the G Pro Wireless, and the G Pro Wireless did not really replace the original G Pro. The 305 did. There you go. I don't know how well the colors are showing up on the Pixel 6 here. Nice big giant front foot. You can replace this back cover with one with a big foot, at least on the other Superlights. And I'd probably recommend it. I was thinking I wasn't going to do it, but that front foot is massive, and I believe that would just fill that in and make that the same. What that does mean you would lose, though, is the you would lose if you have the wireless charging mat. It's a cool idea for the mat. I don't know many people that use it. I also use glass and metal pads generally at home, so it feels like a nice shape. I generally run the Rival 3 wireless at work here. This thing's seen, I don't know, at least 2 years of use, I want to say, constant. So I had to put some new switches on it because I dropped it, managed to land right there on that metal hole and smacked it hard enough that it bent the internals of the switch. Oh, and my new Ghost in the Shell jacket just fell off the back of my chair. Lovely. But if you guys haven't tried the new G Pro wireless shape, give it a shot, because despite it not looking all that ergonomic and curvy, it just has these slight adjustments to it, with a little bit of cup on the buttons and a little bit of a lip there. So they're very slight, but they make a large difference for somebody who's used to palm gripping, to just get you a little bit of ergonomics there that really do help. The side buttons, a little mush. Main clicks are nice and chunky, clicky. I don't know how they compare to the old G Pro wireless, because I know they're having issues with those dying because they're running them at too low voltage. So scroll wheel's decent. Little, I don't know, ratchety for my taste, but main clicks feel nice. And like I said, I know I like these little bits of ergonomics they managed to fit in there. Something you won't see out of a lesser brand usually. To make them so slight and consistent and yet feel good, even though they're so slight and barely there. Down there's the receiver, Pro X. That's Pro X Superlight, not just the Pro Superlight. So downside still uses the micro B connector, probably that same special shaped micro B. Yep, that all their Pro and Pro X stuff use. Really wish they just go to Type C already. Not even going to pull that out because I'm not going to use it, as long as it's got some charge. Otherwise, you can fit a standard micro B in there generally. That's big enough that you can get a standard micro B in there. That's how I always use the other Pro wireless and other Logitechs that use that connector. I am going to put on that guy right there, and the only other thing I may put on would be, I don't like side grips necessarily, like here. I do like having grips on the main clicks though, so they have some perfectly cut out ones there. They may get applied. The other thing is that SteelSeries is now making them, because it came up with the new RX, updated RX3 with the different colors. You can get specifically made grips. Obviously that would also fit the Rival 3, so I may get some for this guy, as well as my RXs. And then there's also the RX5 and RX7. If you haven't seen those videos, I'd recommend it, going back and checking them out. Mooski and I did them. I think they now make grips for all of those, but they are extra. So I'm gonna get to using this and work for the next probably couple days here, and we'll see how all of that goes and how I like it. I think it's a decent shape, a little bit long in the palm area. Here I can do a small comparison here. There's the G Pro Superlight, and here is the Rival 3 wireless, which would be the same as the RX3 wireless. And I specifically would run the Ghost. See how the hump is much farther back here? Flares out more at the base. It's just for a different style grip. This is definitely more my jam. Doesn't mean I can't enjoy one of these. I just feel like I'm reaching a bit far here to get a good grip out of it. So, and we do have one more comparison. GameSense MVP wireless. Check this video out if you haven't. I think I did a quick breakdown, and hopefully I'll make some additional content with Squeers and Mooski. This is kind of an updated take on the original wheel mouse optical. Mine are currently kind of in storage, so I couldn't compare directly yet, but shape feels great, and definitely a bigger mouse, though quite light, but you can see why this is a shape I've always liked, why I trend towards the RX3 Rival 3 shape, because it definitely kind of leans back into that. So if you guys have any questions and comments, throw them down below. As always, you can hit me up on Twitter as @TheProfosist. Have a good one. Peace.